the gentle horror of loving you. Love did not arrive as roses. It arrived like warmth in winter. So gentle I mistook it for salvation, so quiet I didn't hear the hinges move. When it entered my life and rearranged the furniture of my mind, you did not force your way in. You learned me. You learned the tremor in my voice when I pretended I was fine. You learned which silences meant peace and which meant I was unraveling. You learned the exact pressure required to make me feel safe, and I, foolish, willing, called that safety permanent. That is the first illusion. Love convinces you that what feels eternal cannot fracture. So I placed my pulse in your hands, let you hold the rhythm of my days, let your presence regulate my breathing. I did not notice when my happiness stopped being mine. It happened softly. I began measuring time, and your responses began translating your pauses into omens. Began shrinking parts of myself to avoid disturbing the fragile peace. The smallest shift felt catastrophic. A delayed reply felt like abandonment. A distant look felt like prophecy. A change in tone felt like the beginning of an ending. Love magnifies, it turns whispers into thunder, bruises into cathedrals, doubt into devastation. And when it curdles, when devotion rots into possession, when fear disguises itself as passion. It does not always break hearts quietly. Sometimes people destroy themselves or try to destroy the one they love, because what they call love has turned into something that cannot survive without control. That is the part no one frames in poetry. How attachment can become obsession. How longing can become rage. How I need you can slowly become I cannot exist without you. And when existence feels threatened, something primal wakes up. I see it clearly now, how we were both changing. How love, when mixed with insecurity, becomes a mirror that distorts. You knew where I was soft, I knew where you were afraid. We held each other's fragility like something sacred. And sometimes pressed too hard, betrayal was not a single moment. It was the slow realization that the hands that once steadied me could also shake me. Not monsters, not villains, just two humans who loved deeply enough to wound deeply. 1,000 cuts, none fatal, but enough to leave scars where warmth used to live. And now that it is over, the horror is quieter. It sits with me in memory. Not screaming, not bleeding, just the knowledge that love is the only thing powerful enough to make heaven feel possible and ruin feel holy. Would I do it again? Yes, and that is the most unsettling truth of all, because even knowing how love can unravel the mind, how it can twist devotion into something dark, how it can make ordinary people capable of unbearable things, I would still open the door. Not because I am naive, but because to never risk the horror is to never feel the warmth. And I have learned this. Love is not gentle, it is powerful, and power in the wrong hands or in frightened hearts can become anything.